Hi guys, what I'm going to be showing you now is how I do my personal bets. Right? I do play the exotics now and again, and I've played the pick six with my genies, etc. But we all know it's not an easy thing to win. But there are better ways, and this is what I've been doing for myself. I use form grids a lot, and what I do is I mainly win, believe it or not, on maiden races and on races straight after the maidens. Now, my method is quite neat. It's because of the form grids that I'm able to do it. I'm able to compare two races on the same day, one from maidens, and if there's a higher rated racing, and there might be a pinnacle race or a feature race or anything over the same distance as the maiden races, I compare the two times of the two races, or might even be more than two, and I look for times where the maiden winning time was much higher than would be expected from a maiden. Now, it's normally, if you compare the two, there's a good 10 lengths or 2 seconds between a maiden race and a handicap race. And I look for when it's very close. And when it's close, I will show you the example. When it's close, I then make a note of it so that when it's running again, I get notified. So that's the first thing I do for finding winners of maiden races, and we do very nicely on that. The second thing I do is I look at the winner of the maiden race and I compare that exactly the same way to the other races, the handicap races. And again, if it's got the ability to win a, so you say, a 75 or an 80 handicap because it's already run to that rating, then I will also follow it next time out as well. Those are my two main ones. The third thing I look for, which I'm sure many of you know I've done this, I actually like horses that are running again within 7 days, normally exactly the same meeting the following week. And I'm looking for where they came either from the back or they ran extremely well but didn't win when they came second or third, but they were improving in the last half mile of the furlong up to the post. Okay, so I'm looking for horses that are doing that, and the trainers have already booked them another race at the same time as they booked the first one. So in other words, the trainers were expecting that horse to win or be very close, and they bring it out again within 7 days. I check on that, and I check on the other races for the handicaps as well. So what I do is when I've got the short list, and I'll show you what the short list looks like, I then I will tell you, and do it for myself, I look to see when these horses are running again. I wait for the betting to come out and I make a nice bet on it. And I can often get 3, 4, 5 to 1 about a horse that'll be starting at even money or even less. So what I'm able to do now with this service I want to do is I want to make these selections available to you in advance, 2, 3 days in advance, and then closer to the time of the off, I'll recheck to make sure that I believe that the horse is running within the same class or the right distance or whatever, that the conditions are right, so we can have a bet on it. Now, I've had good success in this. This is not something that I've been selling to the public before because, quite honestly, the majority of the people I'm selling to, they want to win the pick six. And this is not the way to win this. This method is not the way of really winning the pick six. This is a way of having a decent bet on a horse. And what I suggest and what I actually do myself, depending on the odds, but if it's around 3, 4 to 1, I have a straight win bet. Then I put twice the cost of the win bet for the place if it's a 1, 2, 3. Now, if I'm looking at 4 to 1, I'll normally get just under even money, 1.9, including the stake. So that, for instance, if at 100, should we say, 100 win on a 200 place, then if a horse wins at 4 to 1, then obviously I get 400 back minus the tax. And I'd also get 180 back, which 2 times the 90 wins I'd get for the place. But the thing is, on this one, because I'm getting that 80% of my horses are actually running places, and about 50% of them are winning, 40, 50%, where if the horse does run a place, then I'm getting my money back and making a profit as well. Now, in the long run, what you should be doing, you should be having a starting bank of, should we say, 10,000 and putting on, should we say, 500 on each horse. So you can put 500 for the horse, or if you're going to be doing 250 for the win, I'd put 500 for the place. Now, I've been doing this for a long time for myself, but I haven't kept, I'll be quite honest with you, I haven't kept close records of it because until now I've not decided to sell it. But now I'm going to, should we say, probably have about only 10 clients that I'm actually looking for that I can do it for. So if you're interested in that, you can be one of the first 10 and we can take from there. I'm quite happy to, if you're serious about it, I'm quite happy to give you the selections for the rest of this month. And now we're in March. And so if you pay for April, I'll give you the rest of this month for March. Now we're not going to get bets every day. You're going to get bets. Well, it depends on how they come up, but I've got about 40 or 50 horses that I'm waiting to see next time out. And I anticipate getting about 10 or 15 of them during the course of April. If this interests you, you need to let me know by WhatsApp because it's WhatsApp that I follow. I don't really follow my email. Sometimes I miss it altogether. But on WhatsApp, you contact me on WhatsApp. Tell me you're interested. I'll give you a trial for it, and then we're away. If that interests you, just let me know. I'm serious about this, and I'm more than likely most of the people that we buying would be people that have actually dealt with me before. So enjoy it, and let's take it from there.